Thank you for joining us today for this Positive Channel's special production featuring Hospice of the Piedmont, their Music by the Bedside program. I'm here with Kate Tamarkin. Kate is a certified music practitioner who provides soothing and healing music to the residents and patients here at the Hospice House, among other places. So, Kate, I want to thank you for being on today's program.
I'm happy to, thanks.
All right, so before we talk about the Music by the Bedside program, tell us a little bit about Hospice of the Piedmont.
Hospice of the Piedmont is the oldest and largest nonprofit hospice in our region, and that's one reason I wanted to be involved with them. And they have a beautiful mission, which is that no one should die alone or in pain in Central Virginia. So adding music which aids and promotes healing is certainly in keeping with that sort of mission.
So how long has the program been around?
It's a new initiative, and we have been doing it for the past 6 months.
Oh, for the past 6 months. Okay, so it's very new.
It's very new.
All right, and as I mentioned at the top of the show, you are a certified music practitioner. So what exactly does that mean?
It means that I've taken training to learn how to play for people who are ill or dying, and we learn how to play prescriptively. We learn how to play in a customized way to meet the condition of whatever I see in the bed before me. And we're not music therapists. Those people have 4-year college degrees, and they work mainly with people to get an end. We can work with anyone. We can work with people who are actively dying, people in a coma.
Wow. Okay. All right. So, and I know you're one of them. I can't imagine you're the only practitioner within the program, are you?
I'm not the only one, but it's a small little army at this point. But they offer,
new.
It's new, but they offer training around our area in Baltimore, in Harrisonburg, and there are people coming through.
Okay.
And there are some practitioners already in the area as well.
Okay, so we have viewers who may be thinking, okay, so what does this look like? Okay, so you can play here at the Hospice House, you can play at nursing homes,
I can play in private homes.
Okay.
I can play in a hospital and do. Anywhere the patient is, we can go there, especially with my portable little harp.
And about how long do you play for the patients?
I play in general 30 to 45 minutes, but I can play about up to an hour before I need to take a break and get that thing off my shoulder.
I'm here with Ms. May, and she's a resident here at the Hospice House. Ms. May, thank you so much for having us come into your room. And
not at all.
Oh, so we're hearing the lovely music in the background. Tell me, what does that do for you?
It enlivens the whole process.
Does.
So everything is lighter and more fun.
More fun. Okay. Okay. Has Kate been coming into your room long?
Yes.
Okay. So
She can come in as long as she wants.
okay. Did she just start coming in recently?
Yes.
Recently. Okay.
Yes.
And tell me, why did you want to have the music in it? I mean, you could easily put in a CD, but you have a live person playing.
Well, the whole thing is more interesting if there's music in the background.
And I noticed earlier that the two of you all were carrying on a conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So
The conversation is much more interesting with the music.
it is. Okay. Well, you're definitely in a beautiful, beautiful place here at the Hospice House.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We're in a lovely spot.
Good. Okay. Well, has she played some of your favorite songs?
I don't know that I have any favorites.
Okay.
She's just playing a lot of lovely music,
Okay.
which is what we want.
Okay. Now, do you sing along with?
No,
No.
I don't sing.
You just listen.
I don't do any singing.
But you just enjoy listening to the music. Okay. Well, Miss May, thank you so much for having us come into your room.
Not at all. You're more than welcome to come in and stay as long as you like.
Okay. And by the way, you look very beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, and now let's speak about the connection between music and healing. And we know how we know music can affect us. So what does your playing for patients do for them?
Well, we have more and more research that points to very specific goals and outcomes. For one, it's just relaxing when it's done well. And of course, if it's relaxing, it helps people's blood pressure lower. We find that people often need less pain medication if they're listening to music. One doctor said that a half hour of music was worth 10 milligrams of Valium.
Wow.
So we help with people's respiration. They breathe more easily. If they are actively dying, it can actually help them release with more ease. And of course, we don't want to forget the caregivers and the loved ones around these people who also hear the music. And when I was in with Our Lady just before, her caregiver put her head back and said, "I think I need this more than Mom does."
So what does it do for the caregiver? I mean, it's a lot to care for an aging parent or a relative who's dying, who's on the end of their journey. What does it do for the caregiver?
Well, it gives them, first of all, an emotional space for them to relax. Often when they hear the music, they might cry, or when they're caring for someone, they often don't have time for their own grief, for their own process. And so having some music there can bring up feelings that help them relax or help them release. I had a woman who sat right here. She was going in to see her mother, and she couldn't quite do it. And so she sat out here, and I played the harp over here. And first she held herself, and she sort of was rocking. And then I saw the tears come down her cheeks, and she started to cry and cried. And then she relaxed. And then she looked me straight in the eye, and she said, "It really helps loosen you up, doesn't it? Now I can say goodbye to my mother."
Wow.
And she turned and went in.
And she turned and went in.
That's so pretty.
I'm here with Esther, and Esther is a resident at the Hospice House. Esther, thank you so much for having us come in to talk with you.
I appreciate you coming.
All right. Now, we hear the harp music in the background. Obviously, it sounds so beautiful. So has Kate come in and played for you before?
Yes, she has.
She has?
Twice.
Twice. What has been some of your favorite songs?
I couldn't think of the names of them, but I don't seem to know the tune, you know, so.
Yeah. So tell me, what does the music do for you as she's playing?
Well, harp music always seems soothing to me.
Yeah.
I think it does to most people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in your opinion, what's different about listening to the harp music versus just popping in a CD?
Well, I have CDs up there to play, and my son has played them a lot, but it's just a different sound.
Yeah.
And I like it.
So do you and Kate talk much while she's playing, or
No,
you
we don't.
just listen?
We don't talk. I just listen.
Okay. And does it take you off into another place? Maybe does it just relax you?
Perhaps,
or-
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what's it been like for you here at the Hospice House?
It has been very nice. It was sort of strange in the beginning, you know, having to leave my home because I was going blind. I have a rare blood disease, and they can't do anything about it because of my age. So I have to accept whatever happens to me.
Okay.
So I'm learning to do it.
Okay. And
I used to cry a lot. Now I just pray a lot.
you just pray a lot. Okay. And you've been blessed to have 95 years.
I really have. I have to know that and appreciate it, you know.
Yeah. So in coming here and leaving all things familiar at your house, the staff here, I'm sure it has made your stay a comfortable one,
Well,
right?
my 4 children have just been wonderful. And they know the things that I like at home, even to eat, but they're just filling my room full of everything.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm very happy about that.
Okay. And you just recently celebrated a birthday, I hear.
23rd of September.
23rd of September.
95, yes.
95 years old, and you're sharp as a tack.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, they had very pleasant things to say about you when they were telling me you'd be the one I'd interview.
Thank you. Well, I would say that this is a nice place for anyone to come that needs a shelter of some type.
Yeah.
And to be taken care of, you know. And you meet lots of people. They have many volunteers that come and go. And I've met a lot of new people. The nurses are very nice to me all the time.
Good. And you mentioned something that's very important. You mentioned you have family with you, and you have a staff that is very supportive. You can't ask for more than
my
that.
family doesn't live here, but I just had to turn over my condo to them, you know. And my son lives in Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
He's lived there 43 years. He retired there from the Coast Guard and then worked at Pearl Harbor. But his wife passed away last March.
Okay.
I was able to go.
Oh,
I was
okay.
happy about that.
Yeah.
And the 3 daughters and I went. But he's been here and he's coming back in November.
Oh, okay. Great. Great. Well, Miss Esther, I want to say thank you so much for letting us come into your room and your space, and especially on such short notice.
I feel honored you chose me.
Yeah,
I really do.
You're a very, very beautiful lady.
Thank you. So are
All
you.
right. All right. Thank you so much, okay?
Okay, dear.
All right.
I think I get more than I give, frankly. It gives me a way to connect with another living person who is suffering on a very deep level. I feel very alive when I leave. I feel very grateful for my life and having a skill that helps people. And as they say birth and death are very intimate acts. And so people allow me to come on a very small part of their journey, help walk them home. It's not my journey, but I take a small part of it with them, and that's a privilege. I also find that people who are facing a prognosis like this, all the pretense falls away. People don't have time for the niceties. It's not that they're not nice, but they don't have time for the things that don't really matter. So I find that my interaction with them and my words with them tend to be very real, and it means a lot.
Right, right. What is this is a new program. What is the potential of this program? I mean, I see the difference now it makes being just 6 months old or younger than that.
My goal would be that anyone in hospice who needed music could call for it, and we would have someone on call to play for that person.
Okay.
That would be my ultimate goal.
For the viewers who may be watching and thinking, I could really use this for a family member, how would they go about having you come to play for that family member or another certified music practitioner?
All they have to do is call the office and ask for the volunteer coordinator at this point, and just ask for the music.
And the wonderful thing about Music by the Bedside is it is a complimentary program to patients and residents, so no one has to pay for it.
That's correct.
It is obviously a complimentary service, but your support for this program to grow is obviously welcome, and you can support the program by making any type of donation to Hospice of the Piedmont by going online at www.hopva.org or calling them at 434-817-6900. So let me ask you, have you been busy since the program was implemented?
I've been busier than I ever thought I would be, and I wish there were many more of me in order to service the need that's out there.
We've been listening to Kate tell us how wonderful this program is, and we certainly want it to grow and grow and grow because we witness with Miss Esther the difference it can make in the life of someone who is approaching the end of their journey. So, Kate, I just want to thank you so much for all that you're doing for Hospice of the Piedmont, what you're doing for the residents, and just being a tremendous support for them at this stage in their life. So,
it's my privilege.
The music is just absolutely beautiful. So,
thank you.
All right. Okay, that is Hospice of the Piedmont, HOPVA.org, 434-817-6900. Thank you for tuning into our Positive Channel special featuring Hospice of the Piedmont's Music by the Bedside. We'll see you soon.